How many hours did you spend in Taco Bell drive-thru this week?
Zero actually. I haven't been to Taco Bell this week at all.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah. Trying to, not go to Taco Bell as much anymore. Make my own
Proud of
food.
you.
Because of the line or
Money.
how?
Yes, because of the line, obviously.
Money and health.
Oh, let me pull up my notes. Are we ready?
I'm ready whenever everybody else is.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. I'll need a refresher.
Where's my note?
So last time, everyone started. You made it through the week of the research study implants being put in, and you guys had found some fun tools in your mail, your emails, and almost made it into the recycling bin that would have had some interesting things, but you guys decided to empty the recycle bin before going in. Therefore, nothing.
Oh, that's right. Haha.
Correct.
And you also found there are quite a few protesters and people against biotechs that are hanging out outside as the study was somewhat popular. Come here, Bob. Come sit. Somewhat popular and was put through a few magazines.
It wasn't done by me. I did not put them through the magazine. Somebody else had to do that because I wasn't paying attention.
No, the research, like it was like in science magazines.
Oh, so like a journal.
Yes, but there were quotes from head of PR inside of them.
That's right. I remember.
Yes. You guys didn't lose any. You actually gained, I think, a few more research participants.
Yeah, I thought so.
And
with my amazing skills.
I actually think it was Davis found some old email.
Pretty sure. Yep. I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Frantically.
But I definitely took the credit.
In those articles.
Your boss sent you out for pizza, and Starbucks sent you out for small beef and big Brutuses.
That's right, because it was the opposite of Little Caesars.
Yes. And you guys met up with Cooper's mom and dad outside of where they were protesting the technology in biotechs. And you guys covered for Cooper by saying she was not part of the implantation / had an implant in her brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely did that.
And when you guys were coming back, there all of a sudden you were like right outside the back parking lot, and then there's a lot of smoke, and you guys all got hoodwinked, pretty much.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Right. Bag over the head.
I forgot. Bag over the head.
Yep. But the pizza and drinks made it.
They did. We made sure that wheeled. So our job was complete there.
Yeah, you technically finished your task.
They can't fire us over that.
Correct.
Successfully.
Task failed successfully.
So
that's great.
Let's all introduce ourselves then. Let's start with Inertia.
Sup. I'm Jess. I play Inertia, and she is just working here temporarily while her band makes it big. And by her band, I mean it's her playing 4 instruments and also singing. All at the same time. It works really well.
Well, I guess I'll go next. I'm jazz trombone for the streamer here. Big name there. And I play Mac. I'm Mac Michael Harrison Nicholson. I went to college, got a basically useless degree in philosophy and all this great stuff. I'm stuck working logistics here instead of working the jobs that would have been good, like the what was it, like the societal impact or whatever. I don't remember. It's been a while since we talked about that. But I just got work experience and just looking for new work, and now I'm stuck here.
Where are my notes? I'm Christine. I play Cooper Sunshower, whose accent changes every other week. Is a halfling who refuses to take kite accommodations and is very self-conscious about it. Here trying to move it up in the world, doesn't want any handouts. Family doesn't believe in technology, so I'm working for a tech company.
Which makes perfect sense.
It's totally logical.
She applied for this job knowing nothing about it, and said if it's okay, I'm shooting for a manager role. I'm just here to climb the corporate ladder. Doesn't know what that means, but that's the line.
Somehow it's been working.
Somehow it's working.
We're just killing it.
Yeah, and like I said last time we left off, you guys got hoodwinked. All kind of, there's like this noxious gas, and everyone kind of doesn't remember what happened before getting but they distinctly remember the pizza making it inside the building.
Important parts.
When you wake up, your mind is kind of foggy, obviously, and you wake in a very familiar looking place that you haven't been to in quite some time. When you wake, there is a very old school looking, like Pong style world around you with like neon lines and very 2D aesthetic, like 80s chunky computer graphics of green and blue. And in front of you there are 3 people in hoods. 2 taller ones and 1 shorter one. You wake up, you're unbound. But you can tell you're like in some type of VR.
We see each other?
Yes. When you look at each other, you guys look like you don't look like you look in your VR where like you look kind of cool and stuff. You kind of look very polygonal.
Okay.
I love it.
I love it, but also, this is my nightmare.
This would be pretty nightmarish.
Way too similar to these doofuses. This is not okay.
I'm just relieved we made it past my parents. I'm happy to be anywhere but where they can see me.
I mean, you're technically literally in a world right now that they think is evil. Like you're in the opposite of where they would be. So like
Exactly. Perfect.
It sounds like you have a healthy relationship with your parents.
I mean, it's not unhealthy. It's just different.
Interesting. I love that we're just having this conversation and there's like 3 hooded figures just standing there watching us.
Yeah. They're like, we don't care about your family problems.
The guy off to the left is just kind of like waiting for you to shut up.
Oh, did you guys want to talk? Did you want to talk? Oh my god, why didn't you just say something? You're just standing there like you're kidnappers, right? Aren't you supposed to like be monologuing and shit right now?
Where's the monologues at? Like that's pretty standard.
True, standard bad guy shit.
See, even Cooper knows.
The middle, the like tall guy on the end. Well, the tall person of the two tall ones. He's like he would be the shorter of the two tall ones. He crosses both his arms and he says, I don't monologue. I don't. To get anywhere in life, you need less talking and more doing.
Yeah, but how are people supposed to know what to do if you don't tell them what to do?
Yeah,
well, maybe I got there, but I felt like you guys were having a moment.
That's
There's no such thing as moments.
Well, but there are. But I mean, I kind of respect that. Thank you for just letting us have that moment there that I actually wasn't a part of. But I appreciate you not interrupting.
So kind.
See, I care about what my constituents feel.
Your constituents? Do we vote for you?
Who voted?
Did
for
I
you?
vote for you?
Wait,
I don't remember even voting.
Yeah, wait. When did we vote?
Your name?
My
People
name-
write it?
My name is unimportant right now.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it's really important though.
Well, hello, Mr. Unimportant.
Oh, that's your actual name is
No.
unimportant right now. Okay. Okay.
It's a real
Can I
sad
call
name.
you Uni? Because
No.
like that makes sense.
I have a name, but I don't want to give it to you because then you'll just go turn around and tell everyone else.
I mean, you have no proof that that would happen.
I mean, who are we gonna tell?
Literally everyone hates us.
It's
That-
true.
You know, that
We're
is
pretty hateable.
which is why I've chosen you three to ask for a proposition, a deal, perhaps.
Okay.
Okay.
So like,
Sort of a
what's
deal.
going on?
As you can see around you, you have been brought into a VR world that probably looks older than the version you're used to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
looks
graphics are kind of shit.
real outdated.
Like
I
you
mean, I
could do
think it's
better.
pretty fancy.
Like at least
You've
a week
literally
old.
been in a better VR world. Come on, Cooper.
I guess that's true. Still easily impressed.
I unfortunately have been working by myself since I had differences with my partner, which means I haven't been able to keep up with the newest technologies that are going on. Besides what I was focusing on with biomedical augmentations, I was looking to see if you would let. As you can tell, this world is a secured, single world, unlike the one that your creators have made, like a giant video game.
Yeah, it's way fun. Like, did you make yours fun? Because, like,
Mine will be fun, but I need more technology, and I need to know what Belvedere did to enter multiple minds at once and to create a internet, like you're a Bluetooth between all of these routers. Unfortunately, the way I use mine is very analog, and I guess you'll see how that works when you leave this world.
so wait, so you need technology and science, and you came to the person who just learned what technology is. The person who is a
embarrassing for
philosophy
you.
major and the musician. Like that was your top 3 choices for this?
You wanted me to monologue. I will finish it if you let me.
I mean, I guess I just feel like your plan is like a little bit flawed just because you chose us.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
But
Your knowledge is unimportant. What
Okay.
I want is entrance into your system.
Oh, yeah, we can probably do that. We're just stupid enough. For that.
yeah, that's actually pretty smart. Also, quick side note: do you have Clippy here? Like Clippy's pretty crucial.
No, Clippy is not, and if you get Clippy, I quit. I quit right now.
Oh
I actually don't have Clippy, but I do have a little frog that helps me. Did you? How old are you kids? Do you know what AOL is? AOL used to have like this tree frog.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel like I would have heard of that. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of that.
Oh, I've seen that. No, but
anyways, I don't.
Yeah, Cooper, have you seen that tree frog out on the way here to work?
No. No idea what you're talking about.
Deacon, what are you doing, buddy?
Okay, back to your monologue or whatever. What do you need us to do, and what do we get out of it? That's the more important bit.
All I want you guys to give me entrance into your systems, and I can show you what I can do. Or you guys aren't really asking like important questions, and I can just do it, and then in the end you guys will get credit.
Good.
Good credit or bad credit?
Yeah, like, is this good? Like, that's what I...
Like, is my credit score going to go up or down?
And would this get me fired? Because this job has pretty good benefits. They got, like, a hot cocoa bar in there.
It's amazing.
In the end, well, here, let me show you something. And he turns to the two other people, the real tall person, the shorter person, and goes, show them, take off your hoods and show them your enhancements. And the tall one takes off their robe, the little hooded robe thing. Like they do it like in like Anastasia in the movie when the person goes, "Hello, mother," and they like. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes, yep. Absolutely.
Like
it's me, Anastasia.
It is a tall-looking elf woman. She has a minty green complexion. She has on her forehead and like around her neck are wires that seem to like go inside her ear. And the veins on her forehead and like around her neck, not her face, but like around her neck and around her cranium are huge. Her eyes are fairly bigger than a normal. I would say like more like a halfling eyes are kind of like big, wide. And she kind of has like a Jimmy Neutron head going on, like slightly bigger, not as crazy as Jimmy Neutron, but she has like it looks like she has a bigger head, elongated head.
And we're supposed to think this is cool because that just looks gross.
The other one, the short one, whips off, she does the more like anime, whips off the robe, or yeah, I guess this is she now. And it is a gnome. Maybe 40-something gnome, and she is fucking ripped. She is almost as tall. Gnomes are kind of short, but she's almost as tall as Cooper, because gnomes are shorter than halflings. And she has the muscle definition that she looks kind of like a young dwarf. And yeah, she just looks fucking ripped. She also has the wires going up and kind of like on her forehead and around her neck as well. And the guy with the hood still on goes, and he heard what you said about her looking gross. He goes, no matter, the appearance is something that we will fix later. But what is important is the enhancements that we created. Without the government and without the worry of research and peer-reviewed studies, I've been able, through trial and error, enhanced these two's abilities beyond normal recognition, and they have become more powerful than anyone in their smarter than anyone in their race could ever be, and stronger than strong as a dwarf in the body of a gnome.
So, like, what did Orin do to you that made you, like, flip?
Also,
Because you guys were clearly involved at some point.
you guys were. This is very unethical research. I just have, as a philosophy major, I have some major problems with what you're describing here.
I'm a marketing major, and even I can see this is kind of fucked up a little bit. Just like a little.
But think of how can this be fucked up? This is exactly what you guys are doing, but I just did it faster.
You did it faster, but I just only have a small chip in my head that one doesn't look like it was painful.
And also, I still look like a human. Well, a humanoid. S.
And I can hear pretty well.
Paying us at the other place, so
Yeah.
like, in experience, not in money.
Yeah, I mean,
experience.
Only temporarily until they hire us on full time or part time as a temp, and so they don't have to give us benefits.
Exactly, it'll happen.
Wait, hold on. I did tell you guys you're getting paid, but it was very poor minimum wage.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I might be taking Cooper's money without Cooper knowing.
Oh, okay.
We're getting paid?
What?
Inexperience.
This is news to me.
Slips you a note that says we'll split it 50-50.
Oh, yeah, totally. Experience. That's what it is. And I sent a note back that says 70-30.
Deal.
Okay. You guys are all. How can you?
We're terrible people.
I drive Cooper to work. It's gas money.
It's gas money. All of the money.
The elf woman, she leans over and whispers something to the other dude and goes, "She saw what you had written on that note. How can you call us unethical when you are stealing money?"
Fair
Hey,
point.
there's a difference between stealing money and unethically doing science on people, okay? There's a line.
They wanted this. Look at them. Didn't you two want this? And the elven woman goes, she's like, in the past 6 months, I've put in 4 separate, I've gotten 4 separate PhDs.
Oh, geez.
The smartest person,
Impressive, I guess.
smartest person in my. Oh my god. And the gnome is like, no one asks if they need accommodate, or no one asks me if I need to be accommodated with when I can break their bones down to my size. She looks, and her eye twitches. She looks slightly unhinged.
So,
You know what? I'm into it. I'm in.
Did you also make them more insane with experimentation? Just a quick
Of course
question
not. That
on
would
the
be
side.
insane. Why would that happen?
The gnome was always like that.
Oh, okay.
You understand when you're already in the form of unethics, the people with the unethic mind already move towards that. Have you heard of the milligram? Or that prison study that was done, the prison guard study?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
everyone
familiar.
knows the prison guard study. It's classic. I'm
Well,
sure Koopa knows it.
Unethic idea of that.
Totally know it. Know it well.
He goes into a real deep dive about the prison study thing. It's real boring, honestly. And it's just about how if you're not good and ethical, people will get hurt.
I'm just sitting there nodding and very intently listening.
Taking notes.
Anyway, think about the enhancements you could do. He points at Cooper and he goes, I could enhance the growth of your bones to make you taller.
Whoa.
I can.
Cooper's fine. Cooper doesn't.
What?
Cooper's really short. I don't know what you're talking about. He's so short.
And he points at inertia and goes, I can stimulate that specific part in your brain that makes you musically inclined and make your creativity soar. And he looks at.
What do you mean? It's already always activated. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really good at writing music all the time.
He looks at Mac and he's like, I could give you more philosophy. I don't know, man. You don't have like.
I don't know.
I'm pretty good at just being baseline. Don't really have any dreams of.
People that are more handsome get paid more. I could just make you more handsome.
Whoa! My mom says I'm beautiful.
You're not. Your mom's been lying to you. I'm
Well,
sorry, Mac. Somebody needed to say it.
That's fair, but I'm fine.
So, you're saying you won't take. All I want is you guys, once you get back into your company, is to go in your VR world and plug in this. He holds up, it looks like a USB. It's a bit bigger. It's see-through. It has that, 90s see-through plastic.
Ooh.
Oh, of course.
Look.
The best look.
All I want is you guys to get into your mainframe where your strike or your smite programming is and plug this in. That's all I want.
And then
what if we don't, though?
Are you saying you need a bit of persuasion?
No, I'm
No,
just like,
no.
what if, what is your plan if, we just don't do it?
Don't hurt us, please.
Are you just gonna kill us? Cause, whatever.
What?
I'm gonna go.
Not
It's
whatever.
my time.
Not. I mean.
I wouldn't kill you, but it would be a great message if I did and dropped your bodies back in your HQ.
Or what if we take it and we're like, yeah, we're gonna do it, and then we take the zip drive to our boss and are like, hey, your former
why would you
partner.
tell him that? Don't tell him that.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
The smart elven woman looks down at the other dude and goes, they have a point. It's very,
See, she agrees.
they have their own
Okay.
He goes, I know they have their own will. The point is that they must choose to do it. Because if we have no one that chooses to do it, then what's the point of taking over all of it?
True.
The woman looks so confused. She's like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm literally losing you, man. This is making zero sense.
I really don't understand. I'm nodding like I understand, but I really don't.
So we have to be willing to do it, or it doesn't work. What is it? What does it do?
That seems like really lame, bad technology.
I mean,
he looks up to the woman and goes, why don't we just, how about instead, or the woman looks down to him and goes, I have, I have spells that can make them do things. You know this, right? We have to weaken them, but we could just make them do it. He's like, see, and that's why I gave you the brain implant. And he turns to the guys and is like, if you don't do it yourselves and choose to join me in the next revolution of biological enhancements and beat Orin and Belvedere into the dust, then I'll make you.
this just got really intense.
Interesting. So you're saying, the cool thing to do would be to betray my own father. Okay, know what? I'm in.
You had me at betray my father.
You got me there. I'm in.
Who's your father?
Oh, nobody I'm sure. But, he works there, and, he got me this job, which is great, but also, why?
He work. He turns back to the elven woman. He's like, you still have that. He's like, you have the directory. What's her last name?
It's Inertia. It's just Inertia. There's no last name.
And then she just yells out, Saunders.
God damn it!
Okay, and it looks like the dad, Carlson. What kind of name is Carlson?
I know, that's what I tell him every day.
She's like, he's the head of tech.
Yeah, so?
That I would love to have to help me create this place to look better. Anyways.
Oh, you want me to tell him to join you? Well, but if he joins you, then I can't. You see, because, like, I'm trying to do this to spite my dad. So, like,
It's one or the
if
other.
I help you, you can't have my dad too. Like, it's one or the other. That's like my only stipulation.
That's her thing. It's just kind of her thing.
I mean,
I
it's very reasonable.
can't have both of you. Well, what about? Well, I could just, make you. What about you two?
I mean,
I don't want to die.
what's a USB?
A US.
What's this use?
What's this use?
You know? Do you have a
The
vacuum
use.
cleaner at home?
No.
Oh. Huh. I'll have to explain it to you later. So that's two
I
of
learn
them.
well seeing pictures.
Yeah, they like learn really well if you just like tape yourself doing something with whatever the thing is and then show them the video, but then they get confused because they're like watching the video and they're like, how did you get your hands in that magic box? And then you have to make another video explaining how you made the video, and it's just like
it's
it's
a
a
real
lot.
chain of
It's
videos.
a process. It's a
Well, then-
process.
Won't give the device to her.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could just give it to Mac because Mac's a chicken shit, and that's the only reason he's doing this.
Whoa. Okay, well, now you're changing my mind here because name calling's involved.
If
I double dog dare you.
To not or to? I'm confused.
Whenever I end up doing the opposite of that.
Okay. Deal.
Okay, let me go back. I'm not going to kill you. The most that's going to happen is that I am going to use some powerful magic on you to force you to do something if you disagree.
So, I mean, like, we're doing it anyway, but, like, is it cooler to be forced to have to do it, or is it cooler to just do it because...
You know what? I think it's quieter. You two get them. And then you guys can all roll initiative.
Oh no.
I've never made people hate me so fast. This is fair. This is completely fair.
Because you make it very hard to have like a villain, like an actual like villain arc happen somewhere.
Making it slightly difficult.
We like to frustrate our villains here at Smite-Tech.
Right.
I got a 6.
Got a 17.
Deacon, sit.
17 as well.
Who has the higher dex between you two?
What's your modifier?
+3.
It's her.
Okay. So Cooper, Mac. Oh, that one won. Wow, these guys got some good rolls.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Yeah.
Okay. So the elf is the first one to move. She flicks her hand towards you all, and specifically, she flicks her hand towards Inertia.
Yeah, it tracks.
And you're gonna have to do hold on, I didn't pull all these spells up like I...
Yeah, it's a pain. Spells are a pain. That's why I almost never use NPCs that are spellcasters.
Oh, well, I made a dumb choice then. Buddy, what are you you shaking? You're okay. You're do a wisdom save.
That would be a 5.
Okay, you fail. You suddenly, you suddenly feel like you cannot move.
Interesting. It feels as though I can't move.
The guy in the hood turns to the elf and goes, you paralyzed her, but she can still talk? What is this?
Yeah, honestly, it seems like a poorly made spell. You probably could have done better.
Not ideal.
She's like, usually people can't talk. I don't know why she's able to talk. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
It's just my internal powers of speech.
Yeah, you can't get her to shut up. Trust me, I've tried.
It's true. He's tried everything.
I've literally tried everything.
Nothing works.
Nothing.
And
Not even knocking her out and concussing her. Trust me.
Nope. I talk in my sleep.
Can't be helped.
That ends her turn. And now the gnome moves. What did I just do with those 2 dice? Goddamn. Oh, they're there. The gnome pulls out of their like armband that you guys have too. Pulls out what looks to be a hammer, like a war hammer. And she runs towards. Let's roll. She's gonna run towards Mac.
Please don't hurt me.
Does a 9 hit? She rolled pretty bad.
No, surprisingly.
Okay. She's running so fast that she flies right past you, but when the hammer hits the floor, it cracks like glass. Glass, not grass. Grass doesn't crack.
Ow. Or that
And
would have
grass
been ow.
could crack. I guess, maybe. If you smash it hard enough.
It's true.
And she goes, she's like, I always forget I'm so much faster here. And
Yeah, we're not even in the real world. How are you going to get us these USBs?
No, that's a great point. This is very.
You weren't listening to that.
For you.
You weren't listening earlier to the
Oh,
analog.
that's true. I did not listen to your monologue.
How would I have gotten you into my own private virtual world? If not,
Yeah, we're being held.
Oh, yeah, you have our
Yeah, the
bodies.
bag's over
Oh,
our
duh.
head.
Yeah, of course.
We're not very quick.
he slow claps. And then Cooper, it's your turn.
Yay.
So there. Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was gonna ask what my options are since this is VR.
All your stuff you have, you can do.
I can
There's
do.
not much difference of fighting in VR versus out.
Okay,
I was trying to create something for that, but it was so hard.
fair.
It's
That's
a
very
pain in
fair.
the ass doing
Difficult.
like mechanics and shit for that.
Yeah,
I-
makes
Mm.
sense.
I feel like this is like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they put on their glasses and all of a sudden you're in VR and you get all these cool powers.
Right? Exactly. Am I close enough to use my short sword?
Yeah, they're not like super far. You're like within 20 feet of them.
Okay.
The elf didn't move. She's about 20, 25 feet in front of you. The gnome is technically close to Mac, a little bit behind him. So I would say he's close. That gnome is closer to you, but you'd have to turn around.
Okay. So I'm gonna evaluate the situation and note that the gnome is much more of a fair fight since it's closer to my height, and I run to the elf.
Okay.
With my short sword. And for these ones I roll to hit, right?
Correct.
So 14?
14 hits.
Yay! Oh, 6 piercing damage. That is low.
It's because you guys are still like level 5. You guys aren't.
We're
That's-
bait. We bait.
We're babies.
So,
So it's okay that it's not doing a lot. Okay. You hit this elf with a how do you hit her with your short sword?
I run up and I'm like the top of my head is just below her waist, so I run up with focus on her kneecaps and like do a little slice from like trying to take out the back of her kneecap.
You hit the back of her kneecap, but she's so tall you actually get her calf. And she flinches. She like flinches and grabs at it.
Yeah, mosquito.
Jess, how do I tell if it's a concentration spell?
It should say on there. It should have a little C.
Yeah, it'll have a little C in like a dice box, I believe.
Is it hold person?
Or it's like a
hold person is concentration.
It's like a little diamond with a C in it.
Okay, that's what that C stands.
Yeah.
So they will roll concentration. Do you want down, buddy? Want my sister? Do they add their modifier?
Con modifier, yes.
Oh, no way. They got a 4 on the die, so there's no way. So, there you go, Bubba. When she grabs down at her calf with her hand that she's holding out towards Inertia. Jesus, puppies. And Inertia, you don't feel paralyzed anymore.
Oh, thank God. That was so mean. Oh my God.
And then it is Mac's turn.
I will expend all 3 charges of my Ring of the Ram on this gnome.
Oh my God. What's the
fucking killer?
What? So I make an attack roll. Does an 18 hit?
Okay, 8. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so I get to roll 6 d10s, and the gnome gets pushed 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
26 damage.
Go home, I guess.
Okay. What does that look like when you do that?
So I quickly type on my little wrist panel that's always there, and then a ring materializes on my hand, and I literally just kind of cover my face a little bit and point it forward, and it just explodes in an energy force of like ram horns.
The gnome looks at you when you cover your face, and she goes, "Why is he covering?" And then it just smacks her, and she goes flying 15 feet. You look at her for a second, and think she might not get back up, but she does get back. She sits up and looks at you. And that did not kill her.
Huh. I thought that would do. Inertia, I think we might be screwed here.
What?
He is bleeding all over,
Oh
but
my
it did not.
Jesus.
There's just blood gushing down her.
Why are you being so dramatic, Mock? I almost called you Mock.
I mean, you do like to mock
wait,
me.
just kidding. I cannot believe I used your actual name, Marvin.
Wait, is that damage? Does that count? That just counts as like bludgeoning, right?
It's force damage.
Okay. She looks very pissed off at you. You see her like eyes are almost red. And it looks kind of like steam is coming off her.
I think I made a mistake.
You might have pissed her off just a little bit.
But she does look very hurt. And then that Inertia, that is your turn.
I am going to make a sound with my mouth that is like insane, like no human or humanoid should be able to make this sound. And that is how I cast Shatter. So can I get a con save from all the or everyone I can get without hurting my friends, theoretically?
It's
a 10-foot sphere.
You would only, because the gnome was behind Mac, and then he pushed her 15 more feet. She is quite behind you guys, and the elf is still in front of you. So you have.
I'm gonna finish off the gnome, I'm gonna go after the elf because they're the one who casts a stupid spell on me. So, yeah, con save from them.
Okay. Does a 14 pass?
That is my DC, so yes, but they will still take half of this, I believe. Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to feed my dog. I realized I didn't feed my dogs.
How dare you? So she'll take 9 damage.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this by hand. Okay. She holds her head in her hands and goes, "Why won't that one shut up?"
I'm also gonna wink at Cooper and just be like, "You got this." And that's bardic inspiration, so you have a D8 you can add to whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
But not damage, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw.
Right. So I have anything but damage. Okay.
I like adding it to damage.
I know, it's way more fun.
I know.
Ah.
The dude in the hood looks at you guys and says, "You really think I'm doing biological augmentations. You really think you guys could take them out in one go?"
I mean, no.
Maybe
we
2.
figured it would take maybe like 2.
That elf just yells, "Shut up!" again. Anytime she's getting so pissed off at him.
I'm just constantly casting vicious mockery, but it's not actually doing any damage.
Right. The guy in the hood snaps at the other two to do something. The elf, she's getting really pissed off at Inertia, but there is a little gnome right in front of her that tried to cut her Achilles heel.
It's just Cooper. He never done anything wrong.
Can't help it.
He just,
I just like to cut.
he just got it. He's just got it. Got a little sword. He's got to use it.
A stabby little sword.
Just
Can I
a
stab it
little
again?
sword.
Can
Nothing
I stab
much.
it again, guys?
Just stab it.
Just keep
Just stab
stabbing.
Well,
All right.
where did that go? I hate how these spells are done.
That's fair.
And
Yeah.
how they're like managed in this thing. I really don't like it.
Correct.
The elf turns around and looks at. This is what I get for opening so many of these. Sorry, this is. Okay, here it is. Looks at Cooper. And goes. You would be. Can they do that on? Is this a fight? Can you charm person during a fight?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm pretty sure.
I believe if you're actively fighting them, they have advantage on the roll.
Okay. Well, she'll still try it. She turns at Cooper and goes, "You've never seen a vacuum before. How quaint. If you joined us, I could show you more than a vacuum. You could own your own vacuum, and it could be wireless."
A vacuum would never work in my house. We don't have outlets.
And she tries to charm you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Very funny. 17.
And oh yeah, and then you have advantage. Yeah, you pass.
They don't have electricity.
She goes, "You don't even have an outlet in your house. What is wrong with you?"
Yeah, they're kind of a hot mess. It's been a
Yeah.
hot topic of gossip around
They
this
live in a
water
hole in the
cooler.
ground.
Yeah,
Literally.
I mean, a literal hole that they built themselves. So I mean, that's kind of the cool part. But
Behind in how you guys are stood behind, the hooded man is behind the elvish woman at the how you're looking, and he goes, he goes, that can't be, and he pulls out his own little thing and hits a button, and you see her little things, some wires on her forehead light up, like 2 of the 5 light up, and goes, and she turns around, and it almost looks like it's out of her control, because she turned to like look at him, and when he hit that button, her arm like flew and pointed at you, and a ranged attack came out. Does a does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
All right. It looks like a little gray charge comes out of her finger and comes towards you. I don't have any D8s, I guess. Why are there so many types of dice?
I ask myself that question every day.
A charge comes out and it hits you in the chest, and it feels cold and empty. And god damn it, it hits you for 2 damage.
feels cold and empty, just like your house.
We have a fire. 2 damage.
The guy in the hood looks pissed that they're pretty much not doing any damage. Next is the gnome's turn. That gnome looks at you, Mac. The eyes red, and she herself, she clicks something on her armband, and 3 she also lights up in her wiring. She looks at you, and she comes charging with that hammer. Does a 15 hit?
That would hit, but I just remembered I also have Cloak of Displacement. So
she had advantage.
Okay.
Because she's in a rage and used that thing. She did that dangerous thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She reckless attacks, but it's so I'll roll with it flat, and whatever that is. She got a nat 20 on her flat roll.
Well,
Yikes!
why did I open my mouth?
Yeah, that never ends well, bud.
It's true. Well, I was like, well, but it gives disadvantage. Of course it'll help.
She has a warhammer. That is a D12. And she got 2. So she hits you for 16 damage.
Oh.
Jeez.
And the guy in the hood goes, he points at her and goes, "That's more like it. Incapacitate them, and then we can get out of here, and we won't have to listen to them anymore."
Why? You don't like listening to our beautiful voices?
does not have an extra attack. And that is the end of that gnome's turn. Now it is Cooper's turn.
Yay. Stab back at the elf.
Do it.
Stabby stab. Oh, 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit.
Okay, good.
We spellcasters are
7
squishy.
damage that time.
How much?
Do you have,
7.
do you have 2 weapons, Christine?
I have 3 weapons.
Okay.
But my short sword's my best one.
Okay, but as a bonus action, you can do 2 weapon fighting, and you can stab again.
What?
But you have to only roll a flat d20. You don't get to add your modifier.
For my hit?
Yes.
Gotcha. Alright, deal.
Yes. Do you have like a dagger or something
I
else?
have
they
a
can-
dagger.
Okay.
Perfect.
So a 10.
You do have your bardic inspiration that you could roll. It's a d8. I'm gonna get you to learn how to play D&D.
14!
14.
Yep, you hit again.
14 with my
Okay,
dagger!
And then for the damage, you just roll a d4.
Oh, a d12.
Yeah, you just don't get to use your modifier on the bonus action.
3!
Unless you're a specific type of rogue.
I'm
then you can.
learning!
You're doing it.
Yay!
Yay!
She, how do you hit with the sword and the dagger?
I pull my dagger out before I swing with my sword, so I have 2 in my hands, and then I slice at the kneecap again, hitting below it, I'm sure, and then get frustrated and come back in with the dagger.
You, she, because you already hit her, she kneels a bit when you hit her that second time, and your dagger goes right into the back of her knee.
Yeah,
You've done it.
done it.
And she is like on hands and knees and is like just looking aghast. She looks very, very hurt, but she is not down yet.
Nice.
Mac, that is your turn.
Well, I got this neat little spell called Fireball.
Yes, 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 yes.
So I'm gonna just fireball the gnome that's literally 5 feet in front of me.
Now, fireball is a cone, and it
It's a
extends...
sphere. It's a 20-foot sphere.
Yeah, you can't pull that one on me. I know
Yep.
fireball.
Can't cheese this
So-
one.
So everybody else who else is going to be
the-
hit.
Nobody, because
Yeah.
the gnome was behind me. So I'm literally just
that's
turning
right.
and...
That's right.
And you're doing it so it just hits the gnome and not you as well.
Correct. Literally just the gnome.
Okay.
Give me that dex.
It is a barb. I think they have fairly good.
I don't mind.
15.
That does pass, so it's only half damage, but... Let's see here.
Wait. Oh, it's a save, so you didn't have to worry about the reckless attack.
Correct. So it's 31 halved.
Oh my. 15.
Yep. And do I have any bonus?
Ow. 24 minus 15. Okay.
I don't know. For my bonus action, I'll just make my wizardly quill appear in my hand.
Oh, okay.
Just because I can.
When the fire settles, she is on one knee, and the components in her forehead are sparking. Something looks like it's going wrong in her brain.
Love that.
Would you like to tap out?
She looks immensely insane. She's like, I'll show you what a tap out is.
I think she's into you, Mac.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
I don't
This
know.
is very
you know,
different than
like,
the flirting
you know,
I've
like
seen.
people when they flirt, they sometimes will be mean, you know, and I feel like that's just the vibes I'm getting.
Definitely getting mean vibe.
Yeah, definitely reading the meme, not the meme, not reading the flirt. I don't know what you're getting at.
She's absolutely flirting with you. I don't like, I can't believe you don't see it. She's clearly madly in love with you.
Madly.
The guy in the hood says, if you he sees you guys bantering and he goes, if you keep bantering, I'm gonna use your turn to blow you up.
Interesting. I love that you think you can do that.
And then you see him tap something on his keyboard and he disappears.
Good for him.
You do realize our real bodies are somewhere else, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot. We're in the VR world. That's why I look so cuboid. I keep forgetting.
You do realize he could just kill us out there, right?
I mean, yeah, but like then we can't do his job or whatever that he wants. So like, you know.
Yeah, but something tells me we're replaceable.
Something tells me we're not, because it seems like they chose us because we're just stupid enough to like do it.
That's true, but there's a lot of people like that at our work.
I feel like you're probably right, actually. Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of really stupid people where
Have
we
you
work.
seen some of the people there?
Yeah, I know. Like my father.
Well,
I mean, they hired my dad, so obviously it's a bunch of dummies, right?
Yeah.
And there's like
Your dad who also loves Clippy like me.
I am going to stab the elf.
Okay.
I'm assuming 17 hits.
Yes.
That would be 9 damage.
Okay. How do you stab her?
I feel like it's just like it's like, it doesn't look, so it's effective, but it doesn't look like it should be effective, you know? Like it's like a jab, but like, you know, it doesn't look like it should do that much damage, but it actually just happened to accidentally.
Beautiful.
You get her right in the ribs, and she tries to say something, but her lung is definitely punctured, so she can't.
Oh, perfect. And then I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to our lover boy.
Okay.
Can I reject that?
You reject my Bardic Inspiration? Wow. I just think you guys would make a really cute couple, is all I'm saying. Like,
all I'm
I think
saying
it
is
works.
she's trying to kill me.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know she's madly in love with you. God.
You're gonna get us exploded. we're dying.
You're probably right.
Yeah, we're gonna
You're
die.
You're probably right.
This is where I die. In
It's
this
the
two-dimensional plane.
She is like on death's door. And she looks at you, and you, in her mind, she's like, you can tell she's calculating like her win here. And instead she points at you, Inertia, and then she points at Cooper, and then she points down at her. She's like on hands and knees, and she takes her hand and slams the ground, and you both of you have to give me dex saves.
Oh, jeez.
She's doing a fireball centered on herself.
Nice. 14.
14 passes.
Self-destruct.
Cooper got a 19, I think.
Who did? Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, 19. Sorry.
Yeah,
So both
it came up on
have-
my thing. Super sun shower.
And then how is it 8d6?
It's
That's so
just,
many.
I know, it's a lot.
I know.
It's such a
Fireball's-
good spell.
Fireball's a
Well, because
feisty one.
a third level Burning Hands is only 5d6 versus a fireball, which is 8. It's a little.
Holy shit, I rolled really well. 15. 32 divided by 2. So 16 damage to both of you.
Yikes! This is the first damage I've taken. That was
Yeah.
really rude, is all I'm
How much?
saying.
15?
And like, you could just tell me you like me. You don't have to
16?
like beat me up. It's rude.
And then when the dust settles, all that's left is like a burning husk. I guess you guys don't know that, so I'm not gonna say that.
What?
Then it's the gnome's turn. That gnome saw what just happened. Did you say out loud that's the first time you got hurt?
Yeah, absolutely.
That gnome wires on you. She again hits something in her arm, and the wires on her head spark. Okay. And then she starts running at you and is about to like baseball hit you with the warhammer.
Oh, interesting.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah. Definitely.
12. She does 8 damage.
That was certainly not kind. I thought you were in love with Mac. Why are you coming after me?
Because you got a mouth on you.
Oh, you know I do, hun.
Inertia, quit flirting with her.
I can't help it. She's flirting with me first by stabbing me or hitting me with a hammer. Come on.
Was that a big hit for you?
It was pretty big, yeah.
She hits you right in the solar plex with that.
Oh, yeah. So I just have to talk like this for just a minute. Because, like, she totally knocked the wind right out of me.
After that hit, everyone give me a perception check.
18.
13.
16.
All right, you guys all notice that the heaping fire, the husk of the elf that's on fire, blips away.
I mean, that makes sense.
And
If
with
we
the
killed them.
With the 18, Mac, it looks different. She didn't have pixels coming off her when she blipped away.
Interesting.
Okay, Cooper, it's your turn.
For stabbing?
You stabby?
You can go stabby.
Stabby
Stabby.
stab.
Stabby. 15?
All right. You get advantage too. They recklessly attacked. What's her face?
15.
Oh, okay. 15 hits. If you can do 9 damage, this person's done for.
7. Bonus action.
Roll that D20.
D20. 11.
What bonus action? 11. Oh, 11 does not hit.
Darn it. All right.
You're
Jacob.
so close.
So close.
Do better, Cooper.
So sorry.
Mac,
Not because of my height.
It's my turn. I'll just use Ray of Frost, and I guess I'll use that nasty Bardic Inspiration.
It was delicious.
Oh, I didn't really need it, because I rolled a 19, but whatever. So that's a lot to hit, over 20.
Oh,
Do the
okay.
math.
I don't feel like doing math.
You, what happens when you...
I'm just shooting a beam of cold, right at them. It's 2d8 cold damage, so Just a nice. I'm tapping on my little majig again, and then I just kind of put my hand out again, and just a ray of cold blue energy just shoots out at him.
Awesome. This ray hits them, and from they are a solid statue, a frozen statue of anger, of like muscles, of defined, toned muscles, and anger and hate.
That's a beautiful statue. You know, the
Honestly,
philosophical
can we bring
point
it?
to this statue.
Can we bring it and put it in the office? I think it would just like really highlight the area, by the water cooler. Where there's like that big blank
Yeah, can we,
area
like,
where like
can
a
I-
plant should be.
Do I have like a screen capture feature on my wrist thing? Can I like take a quick picture?
Not in this reality,
Darn.
because you guys aren't actually a part of this.
Yeah.
They have such shitty technology. They couldn't put a temp camera. Fucking
Correct.
lame.
So combat ended. What would you guys? Is there anything you guys want to do?
I mean, try to escape this reality and get back to my real body would be great.
Okay, everyone, give me an insight roll.
I have a real good +1 to that, so
Plus
that's
0.
a 17.
11.
19.
Cooper, you're real worried about having more. You're like, now I've been in 2 virtual realities. Oh my god, are my parents gonna be able to smell this on me?
They're gonna know.
Are they gonna know? You two notice when you go through your like settings functions, there is a log out button.
I immediately hit it and also hit Cooper's.
I was about to say I'm gonna walk Cooper through how to hit it.
Watch Juicy disappear while I'm freaking out.
So like Mac goes over to like try and help teach Cooper how to do it, and I just do it for Cooper.
Okay. So you guys log out. Everything fades away, and then you guys fade back into your bodies. You wake up. And you're in a van. It's like
Wow.
candy. It's like the come get your candy kids van.
This is like the most stereotypical van, and the
Is
fact
there
that
any
you
explosives
took the
around
bags
us?
off our heads while
No.
we're in this van, like why did you take the bags off our heads? Like that's so stupid and like
There's nothing.
really just unadvanced.
There is on you. You can feel there are wires that are like that look exactly like the other people's on your head. It does feel like you can take them off. Across there, you're like buckled into a seat. It's like they took the seats out and had them facing each other instead of having them all facing forward. They're facing each other. You three are sitting next to each other, kind of like a military helicopter style. And there is like HDMI and like VGA cables into those wires, and it's all hooked up to at the front of the van towards where the driver's seat is. There's like some type of computer system that you're hooked up to. Across from you, there are 3 other seats. 2 of them are empty, but the gnome is in the other one. And they're not awake.
Interesting. So they're still in the room. Is the van moving?
Do you want to open the doors?
I mean, if it's moving, no. But if it's not moving, yes.
No one is driving. You guys are the only ones in there in that gnome.
Oh, then yes, I open the door immediately.
You open the door and you're right outside. You're literally still in the parking lot.
Of
Oh
course
my
we are.
god, they didn't even think to drive us further away? How irresponsible. I bet they actually work here as like a janitor or something.
Maybe. I will rip the wires off my head.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
You take the wires off. Anyone want to give me a perception check?
Of course. 16.
With your 16, do you get out of the van after you rip the wires off, Mac?
Yes.
when you get out, on the side of the van, it has the same like markings as the government that's funding you. Like it's the same. It looks like an older model, but it does look somewhat similar to the ones that are already in the parking lot.
Interesting.
Either they stole it or they actually work for them.
Should we tie up the gnome? And maybe take that computer up there?
That's probably smart.
Or we could just like
And then all
ignore it
arcane
all and
lock the
pretend it didn't
doors?
happen, and then we don't have to do extra work.
We should do the extra work, though. It would probably make... Oh, what's her name?
Emily.
Emily. Probably make Emily happy.
And I feel like we were just threatened there, and that might be important to report.
But like, then why don't we just call someone else to deal with it, and then we don't have to like do the work.
Okay, you call while I tie up. How about that?
Who should I call?
I don't know. You call your dad. I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then call someone else. Call Emily.
Oh, that's a good idea. She told me I'm not allowed to call her though.
Who can you call? Let's just start there.
My dad, but I can't call him. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I'm allowed to.
How about you go?
How about I tie up the gnome?
When you get close up to the gnome, there is, out of the gnome's chest, there's a dagger.
Oh, they're dead.
Yes, the gnome is dead. And on the end of that, is a USB.
I totally pocket that.
Okay. You pocket the whole dagger or just the USB?
I pocket the dagger and stick the USB in the hole where the dagger was.
Really?
Okay, I will take the USB.
You take it out and it's bloody. It is wet.
Oh my god, they killed him with a USB, I say as I had the dagger.
You just wanted a dagger.
Correct.
That sounds right.
Okay. You are, again, Deacon. He can't get up there. I don't know why.
He's trying.
You are still outside your building.
Yep.
I guess we could like go inside.
I guess, or should we? Yeah. But I don't want to lose the van. What if it disappears?
We definitely, our fingerprints are all over this, and it's.
I'm gonna
look like
call your dad.
You can have his number, I guess. Here it is. Whatever.
Thank you. Didn't actually need it. Already got it.
I was gonna say you probably already have it, but okay.
No, that's just his work number, his home number. He answers.
Oh no, I have his cell.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I had to teach him about Clippy. I mean,
You go.
You were behind that.
Go. Heyo, this is Carlson.
hey, Carlson. So here's a funny story. We're in a government-looking van. There's a dead gnome, and we were threatened.
We definitely didn't kill it. We didn't kill it. Specify that.
Also, we're in our parking lot.
You're in the. Okay, hold on. There's a real big party in here. I gotta go somewhere quieter. And you hear him shuffling around. When you do, all of a sudden, everyone give me a wisdom save.
13.
20.
Oh, damn it.
9.
Okay. 2 of you failed. 2 of you feel paralyzed.
Don't love that.
Starts dancing.
Starts dancing.
Give me a perception check to see if you even notice that they stopped. open.
Oh, I don't. I
Okay.
don't. I fully
So-
don't.
Your Mac, the phone is still open and in your hand, but you just can't answer. Suddenly, all three of you, from behind, are shoved away from the van. And then
Okay.
the door, someone gets in the driver's seat. It looks to be that you look in the driver's seat and it is that hooded figure. They have, but now since it's bright out here, you can see they have one of those handlebar mustaches
Yes.
and a mullet
Oh, jeez.
and glasses. They look at you. They look at you and they're like, I know this made you think. You should think about the company you're working for. What are they really working towards? And he peels a Yui and stops like pretty much across the street, and that elven woman who looks really haggard like crawls into the back and then slams the door shut and it drives away.
I knew I should have arcane locked that.
Oh yeah, that would have been smart. Oopsie daisy.
And then the paralysis is, I think there's like you have to be so close, I don't really know.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks. Just as your
Wait,
dad,
you guys were paralyzed?
your
Yes.
dad and Emily running out the back door, and Emily's like, "Oh my, Jesus Christ! I was wondering where you guys went. The pizza got here and you guys didn't. I thought you bailed." I was
No,
like,
we did our job, and then we were kidnapped. And then they took a van, and then they just ran away, and you just missed them.
And they want us to upload this USB into your mainframe so that they can take control.
It's the whole thing.
And they totally used the USB to stab someone.
They also had a mullet and a handlebar mustache and glasses and seemed
I'm
to be a
pretty
former
sure-
partner.
I'm pretty sure it's Oren's former lover, but like I'm not 100% sure.
Can't prove that.
I can't prove it, but like I'm pretty sure it's true. That was
Sorry,
like,
she's in her shipping phase right now.
shut up.
Carlson, Emily is just like, her eyes are wide and she's like cannot keep up with your guys' arguing. But Carlson goes dad voice and goes, kiddos, let's all head inside and we can talk about this with the big guys, okay? Bring everything you got. We'll figure this out inside.
Okay,
Yeah,
all I've got
all
are
we
these
have is
wires
the
that were in my
USB.
head and these USBs.
That murdered a dwarf. No, a gnome.
It's very bloody.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
I love it. That was good shit. That was good shit.
I like how you guys argue so much that everyone just hates you.
The whole time. You guys,
That's how we get our
Isn't
edge.
it so fun to build a villain and have all these complex stories and then have your players just be like total dumbasses?
Yep.
It's
fun.
probably fine because there's like other things happening, but it's also like one of them is so ready to just join the villains that are they gonna like split? What is gonna happen? Are they just gonna split the party? I'm just imagining like Inertia's just like, yeah, I'll go with them. Peace out.
I mean, I was about to till I said they wanted to hire my dad.
I know, that's why I brought the dad. I was like, damn, I forgot she was so ready to do that. Maybe I should bring the dad in. When in doubt, play the dad card.
Correct.
Uh-oh, everyone froze for me.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
That's the
dang.
end.